Hello everybody, my name is Benny of Real Benny's Kitchen. I'm a food content creator in Port Harcourt. If you are new here, please share, like and subscribe. Today, I'm going to show you how I cook my vegetable soup. On the table are the ingredients for this sumptuous vegetable soup. Here we have our washed water leaf. This is our washed ugu, our bouillon cube, our salt, our thyme, blended crayfish, periwinkle, blended pepper, tomatoes, and onions. I have our chopped onions here. This is the oil I'm using, our dry fish, and our stockfish. So let's get cooking. In the pot here, I have my washed protein I'm going to use. I'm going to use beef and goat meat. Then I have some chopped in kanda or pomo or skin as we call it here in Nigeria. So I'm just going to season the meat and allow to heat up to bring out the water before I now put the quantity of water I need to cook it. So I'm going to season now with thyme. This is thyme I'm putting. This is my bouillon cube. I'm using 2. Then this is the onions I'm using. Then I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add some salt to it. So I'll cover the pot, let it boil with its own stock before I come back. As it's on the fire boiling, let me go and wash the fish so I can put the fish in, because the fish I'm using is a bit hard. So I have to boil it with the mix so it's a bit soft. So let's go. So I'm going to soak the stockfish with hot water. So it will soften a bit. I'll put it inside the pot too. Then I'm going to use hot water to wash the fish in case there are ants inside. So it will kill the ants. And if there's dead stuck to the fish, this hot water will take them out. Man, the water is hot. You can see the dirt coming out from this fish because I'm using hot water. See the dirt coming out. See how brown the water is. See some ants in. That's why you use hot water. It will kill all the ants in here. So just take the hot water away and put cold water. You have to wash very well. Remove the bones in case you have kids at home or even adults. After 5 minutes, I've just come to check the meat. You can see this is the water from the meat. I've not added my own water. So because the fish is a bit hard, I'm going to put the fish and the stockfish now. Then I'll add the water that will be enough to cook the meat. Then I like to cook for like 10 minutes. And I'll come and check it. You know, vegetable soup doesn't really need water for it, because even if when you are done and there's still water in your pot, you have to boil it down so that your soup won't be watery. So I'll just cover this one now for like another 10-15 minutes for the meat to be well cooked. While the meat is boiling, I'll start cutting the vegetables. I'm going to start with the water leaf. You know, it takes time and you have to cut it very well so you don't have the leaves too big in your pot of soup. So I'm starting with the water leaf. After cutting the water leaf, you have to wash it to remove the slimy water so that you don't have another type of soup in your pot, especially if the water leaf contains so much water. Some people go to the market and cut theirs, but that is not a good thing to do because some of them are not well washed when they're in the market, and some of them, if they're not well washed, you can see some tiny earthworms in them. That is why it's advisable for you to bring your vegetables home, you pluck it yourself and you wash yourself. And most times, when they're cutting for you in the market, they don't wash first, they cut it, then when you now go home, you now wash and you wash out the nutrients. That is not too good. Just take your time, wash it by yourself and cut it by yourself, or if you have a helper, you can always help, because slicing the vegetables, that is where the work is in cooking vegetable soup. So I'll just continue cutting until I'm done cutting. Then we can now proceed with the cooking of the soup. So now I'm checking the meat again, because off camera I checked when it was 20 minutes when I put on the fire and the meat was not well cooked. So I had to add some little more water and let it for that 10 minutes. You can see that the meat is passing, the fork is passing through the meat very well and easily. That means the meat is boiled. I know what is it called? Vegetable soup don't really need water for it, so this water here is enough. So and I'm now just going to add the blended pepper and onion, so it will now soak into the meat. Then I like to cook for like 2 minutes so that it will be tasting sour, and let it be well cooked. For 2 minutes, I will leave it to simmer. You can see there's not much water in the pot. So after 2 minutes, I'm just going to add the palm oil. I know what I always call it water leaf soup, vegetable soup. Oil is the second name of vegetable soup. So I've added the oil. I'll add the crayfish. Then I'll add the remaining bouillon cube, because I already added 2 when I was boiling the meat. You can see the face of the soup, how fine it's becoming. So what I have here now is just the blended pepper and the oil. That is the water I have here, the liquid I have here. Allow it to soak into the meat for another 2 minutes. So I cannot add my water leaf and leave it to simmer for like a minute. So I'm adding the water leaf now. I'll just stir it and leave it for like a minute. It's like I need to add some more oil. So I'm adding more oil to the one that I added before. If you have watched up till this moment, please share, like, and subscribe. Then turn on your notification bell so that any recipe I share, you will see immediately. And if you have been following me, I just want to say thank you to you. Just keep liking for me. Thank you very much. I'm adding a periwinkle. You can see the face of our soup is just coming out well now. So now I can add in the ugu leaves. So this is our ugu leaves. That's what I'm adding now. You can get this water leaf and ugu leaf in the market where they sell vegetables, or in big supermarkets. They are packed, sealed. You can buy from there. So I'll mix everything together. You have to combine very well. Our vegetable soup is getting ready. You can take this with any swallow of your choice. You can use semo to eat it. You can use oat flour. You can use pounded yam. You can use gari, which is eba. You can use garlic eggplant fufu. You can use cabbage fufu. You can even lick it, or you can even take it with rice or yam. You see, the aroma in my kitchen is something else. Now you can see the face of our soup. Very, very beautiful. Just put salt little by little. Don't just add your salt at once. If you add the first time, it's not enough. You keep on adding till your ancestor says it's okay. You can now stop. You can see there's not much water in the soup. This is the real vegetable soup. This is our Edika income by the Akwa Ibom and Calabar. So after everything, this is our Yomishos vegetable soup. You can see how beautiful the face of this soup is. My kitchen is filled with such an amazing aroma. Like I said earlier on, you can take this soup with any swallow of your choice: oatmeal, pounded yam, semovita, cabbage fufu, or eggplant fufu if you are watching your weight. If you are still following me to this moment, please just share, like, and subscribe, and leave any comments at the comment section. Thank you. I will see you in another recipe. Bye-bye.